Hey everyone, my name is Zed, and today today I want to talk to you about working hard. I think there's something that's to be said about uh, always just trying your best, and I think that is what typically when people say working hard, I think that's what they typically mean. What does giving it your best really mean, or what does working hard really mean? I think when I was a lot younger in my life, working hard just meant you just do things because you're in the mindset that you're going to work hard and then things are going to happen. Uh, but I like to take that a step further where working hard really just means giving your best every single day. And I think that definition is a lot more useful than this idea that just working hard will actually get you a lot of results. Growing up, I kind of personally felt that as well, where I'm like, okay, I'm working hard. I'm not getting the marks I want, or I'm working hard in the gym, but I'm not getting the results of the gym that I want. Like, what is going on? And working hard is a little bit misleading. I think it's very actually misleading because everyone has their own definition of what working hard really means. And for me, the definition of working hard is actually doing all the boring things in life, but to the best of your ability, and that too every single day. I think myself, along with a lot of other high performing individuals, will take breaks in between, but we'll have long periods of time where we are able to actually work extremely consistently and give the best that we have to offer during those times. I mean, I think there's another conversation to be had about what giving your all really means. And David Goggins does a really good example that that typically you're only giving when you're giving your all, when you're giving your best, you're typically only giving about 40% of what you have in the tank. And that 40% rule is really, really interesting and really, really cool to know that even when you're working really, really hard, you probably still have a lot more in the tank than you thought. So that's a side conversation. But the but working hard does, I believe in, and in my personal like examples, working hard definitely works, but it's not as simple as just getting up and like early in the day and making sure you work out and you do this and do you do XYZ and you work long hours. That's not exactly what that is. You need to be way more calculated in your life than just getting up and doing things. It's like taking a boat to the sea without any direction. You're not going to get to your goal. So you need to be very, very calculated. Okay, I get up at a certain time. I make it to the gym. I'm having 4 meals a day, X amount of protein. I'm trying to keep myself healthy. I'm working 10 hours, 12 hours a day, 14 hours a day, 16 hours a day. But are those hours directionally correct as well? Okay, and that requires a lot of self analysis and to know that what you're doing is also efficient. Because at the end of the day, what really just matters is results. The amount of work you put in. I mean, I guess there's two sides of the story. One, in one side, people say, okay, you just work hard, results will come. But that may also be not directionally correct. So results do matter. And what you need to really do is you need to do what gets the job done. Okay. So whatever your goals are, whatever your results are, wherever you actually want to be in 10 years, 20 years, if it's money, if it's material things, if it's self growth, whatever that looks like, you, you need to be very calculated about putting the right amount of effort in to achieve those results. And if you are working really hard and you're not achieving results and you've spent years doing this, you're probably doing something wrong. Uh, and if you've already spent a few months doing whatever you wanted to do, for example, let's say it's body transformation, it's been 6 months and you don't really see uh, much change within your body composition, probably good time to analyze the amount of the nutrition you're taking, amount of sleep you're having, the rehab, the workout itself. And the same kind of thing is actually true with with your personal life as well and your professional life. What were your goals? What are the steps you're taking to achieve those goals? That working hard part is only about creating self discipline. Self discipline is the most important thing. Okay. I know that I can work 12 hours a day, or 16 hours a day. But typically, people that can work 16 hours a day, the reason they know that they can work 16 hours a day is because they've consistently done it in the past. And as the younger you are, typically you're worried that can you sustain the level of performance for that many hours per day, per week, for an extended period of time. The only reason you know you're able to do that is because you've done it in the past. So for someone that's super young that's never done that, I would say go ahead and build that stamina up. That's the working hard. The fact that you can work, let's say, 16 hours a day and you do it for weeks on end. Okay. I would say for someone who's never done that, you should definitely explore those boundaries so that you can you have the confidence of knowing that you can work quote unquote hard. Once you've developed that, you can't just do that and expect results. It's not really how that works. You've developed a sort of discipline, but you still don't know the recipe of achieving whatever success or whatever goals that you set out to. So step number one, yes, work hard, but step number two, equally as important, uh, go in, self-analyze, self-correct every day, every week, every month towards the goal that you're trying to achieve.